is I want to show you a couple of things before we get started for our performance final. One of the things I want to tell you is, guys, go to My eClass. On My eClass, scroll down to the bottom, make sure you see all the news items. If you look down there, the circles page, look, the page that you can finish this, as well as the page that you can do the parabolas with, guys, it's right there. Some of you finished the circle presentation. Guys, you're not finished with your test corrections. There's 4 elements to the test corrections. There's circles, the multiple choice for circles. There's multiple choice for parabolas, the circles presentation, and the parabolas presentation. It's all on My eClass. Don't forget, you can go to ClassWorks, and I'll use these grades to replace or use them as milestones. I'll do that there. And this, our performance review, will work like this, guys. Everybody will come in and work question 4. If you look, if you look on the page, guys, question number 4 is already, there's a copy up there already. Today we're going to talk about imaginary numbers real quick. Give me the very first imaginary number. I. Okay, so what we got here, guys, is we got I, and then once we have I being equal to -1, that's the first imaginary number. Now, remember the questions here talk about complex numbers. There's a difference between an imaginary number and a complex number. Okay, imaginary numbers are just numbers that have I in it, and complex numbers have both a real part and an imaginary part. So we start out with the square root of -1 as being equal to I. Again, don't forget, if this is a question that you choose to do, most of the work you can do can be done using those calculators. Remember that? Push the mode button. Remember where it was? Push the mode button, go all the way down to A plus BI. And most of this you can work using those calculators, which means I squared is -1, I cubed is -I, and I to the 4th is +1. Good?
Yes.
Questions?
No.
All right, so now let's get to the complex part of this. The complex part of this is the number A plus BI. This is called a complex number. And the reason it's a complex number is because it's made of a real part, and it's made of a BI, which is the imaginary part. Guys, if you take your calculator right now and into your calculator you type the work for this first problem, section 2A, it will give you, guys, if you get it in the right mode, it will give you what the answer is. So 4 minus 8I. Guys, pick up your calculator. Push mode. Go down to A plus BI. Type in, guys, type in parentheses -2 plus 5I times 4 minus 8I. Hit enter. It'll give you what the answer is. It'll type, if you'll type it right out. The way it does that, though, that's what I want you to be able to show me. I want you to be able to not to tell me what the right answer is, guys. I'll give you technology and let technology be used to give you the right answer. What I want you to do is be able to show me that -2 times 4 is -8, that negative times negative is +16I, that 5I times 4 is 20I, that 5I times this is -40I squared. Y'all remember this right before, or when we went down to the field house one day over the winter?
Yeah, I remember.
That's what that was about, us doing this. Okay? So now we have -8 plus 40, -8 plus 40, because -40I squared is +40, and then 16 plus 20 is 36I. So my final answer, 32 plus 36I. Were you able to get that?
Yes.
Good. So it's, again, guys, it's not just the right answer that I'm looking for up here. Guys, this is not what I'm after. I want you to be able to show me this. I want you to be able to show me the FOIL method of getting those right answers. Not what the right answer is. I am pretty much sure you can get the right answer. Okay, this is number 2 on the performance final. As if you choose to do that, make sure you can explain, use words like FOIL. Okay, show me what the imaginary part is. Show me what the real part is. Show me how this is called a complex number. A complex number is made up of an imaginary part, VI, and a real part, A. Remember graphing this?
Yeah.
What quadrant would 32 plus 36i be in? What quadrant? Where are they both positive at? What quadrant are they both positive at? First. Alright? So now let's finish up here. 2b. Now I want you to use some terms for me, guys. Here's 2b. When you work 2b, you got 7 minus 3i over 4i. First of all, do we like an answer? Do we like an answer with a 4i in the bottom? No, we don't like that. So we got to multiply by the, anybody remember what the word was called? Very good, the conjugate. That's awesome. Negative 4i is the conjugate. You multiply by the conjugate, which is negative 4i. Okay, so now 4i and 4i is negative 16i squared. Distribute on the top. Final answer is negative 12. Positive 16. Take out your greatest common factor, which is 4. It'll be online. Y'all have a good afternoon.